everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios and happy Halloween! And I have a Halloween project for you today. This is the Can That Paper Pumpkin collab with Paige at Stampin' Girl and with Linda Kaufman. And I pulled out, see if I can get everything here. I pulled out two Halloween pumpkin kits. One is September 2019 called Bon Appetit. And the other one is Frights&Delights from September of 2018. And see if I can pull stuff together here. Let's get 8 cartridges out of the way. This is the Frights&Delights, and it was, I believe this one's it. No, this is the Bon Appetit, and we got the little test tubes and the tags to make treat thingies. And I went through and I pulled out what I had left. Let me pull it out of the plastic here. I pulled out what I had left of these kind of things and I stamped on them. Some of the blank ones, I did my own thing. I did not use the pumpkins or the sunflowers. I'm going to be doing a card in the spring that I'm going to use these on. Wait till you see. You'd never look at it and think fall or Halloween. So this, I can't find the stamp set that I had for that one. I have lost it in the shuffle of stuff. But I do have the one for Frights&Delights, and this is treat bags. And they were cellophane treat bags. We had the Punch-Out Ghosts, Punch-Out Spooky and Boo. And then we had this stamp set that had the pumpkin and spooky, Frights&Delights, It's Halloween, Treats for You, Boo, Crescent Moon, Eek. And here were the treat bags. And I wound up not using these. I was going to, but I wound up not using these. I still may go back and do that. If I do have 3 of them. I had 3 pulled out, but one of them was cut into, so I may go back and add those, and I'll show you what I did in a minute. Now, I did not make cards, and I didn't use very much from this kit. I may take the components from this and combine it with our cute Halloween stamp set, or a paper pad from our mini album. So, but I did use some of the components from this. I took and cut one of the treat bags, couple of the treat bags in a couple of different designs, split them open, folded them in half, and they became pages in my art journal. And I did a Halloween journal using these components. Here was the ones for Bon Appetit, and I used some of the kit boxes. I used the hands, the little labels, the skeletons. A lot of the components from Bon Appetit got used for this. And I paired it with a retired paper pad called Pick Your Poison. And I used quite a few of these in here, and you're going to see how I put them together. And the boo-boo that I made. But I came up with this. It has 3 signatures. It is 4 by 6, which means the pages are anywhere from 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 and under. And this is from the Pick Your Poison, and so is this. Can you see what I did? Luckily, this is the only thing that's wrong, and it's fixable. So what I'm going to do is, if I have another piece of this, I'm going to cut another one out. I'm going to go ahead and affix my ribbon to the spine, and I'm just going to glue a new paper over top of it. It's fixable. Nothing to sweat about. I did think it was kind of funny, though. And I have put this journal together in 2 days, and I've had a blast with it. When I started pulling stuff out of the kit boxes, I started seeing embellishments because I would never use the treat boxes, but everything was so small that I just saw junk journal elements, and I started making all the elements yesterday. This is the top locking portion of one of the treat boxes and an index card. This is some of the little tags from Bon Appetit, and I just stamped Happy Halloween on there. The bling is from Crafter Square from Dollar Tree. Here I put the papers from Pick Your Poison. These were from the Bon Appetit, and I've added these little teeny tiny paper clip binder clips that we had in Stampin' Up. Then there is this, and I cut the paper out so I had a tuck spot. This was the top part of one of those treat boxes, and I put another one of the Happy Halloween labels on the inside, and it just tucks under there. Now, when I was doing this, I forgot the very first one I did. I glued everything down all the way, so I don't have a tuck spot. So I put that one in the center signature, and then the ones that have tuck spots are in the first and last signature. Here is one of those bags. You know, I think I'm going to leave the light off. I think we're doing good. That I just opened it up. Here is another part of one of the treat boxes, and then one of the labels from Frights&Delights. I have some graph paper. What do they call it? Ledger paper. And I put one of the Happy Halloween stickers there. Another one of the treat bags. This is packing paper that was in something I got this week. And then it flips open, so there's lots of journaling space. I took another front panel from that treat box, and I put one of the spider webs from Bon Appetit on the front, and then I run orange thread through a big black button, and this is a tuck spot here. This was from a die from Recollections. I took and cut the main base out in black and in purple. And then I cut out the spider web top. And then after I glued the spider web to the purple one, I cut the excess away so it looks like it's lined. Then I went back over the spider web with black stickles. There's a spider there. You really can't see him too well, but then I added a black or a red rhinestone from Crafter Square and another one of those. And I made it a corner tuck. And when you pull it out, there's one of the skeletons doing his little dance because he's free. He's free. Another one of those. This is also this looks like a headstone. It's the bottom part of this that punches out. And so I put one of the hands from Bon Appetit on there, Frights&Delights. And then this is a tag that I made using Tim Holtz stamps. Now, I'd made the page reinforcers. I thought I left that box out. I did the page reinforcers by punching out holes from the scraps. And to do that, all you do is you punch out with your standard 1/4-inch hole punch. And then you go back over it and punch it out with your 1/2-inch hole punch. And it gives you a customized hole reinforcer. And you'll see through some of these have got decorations. This paper is from a new pad that I found at Dollar Tree. It's called a Notes Organizer. And I thought it was really cool. I'm going to be using this just for my own projects to write stuff down. Let me turn the light on since the sun has gone away and see what happens. Does that help a little bit? Maybe it does. Okay. Another one of the items from the Frights&Delights test tube labels. And then I layered it over a piece of the box. Added a piece of ribbon and a button. This is another one of those that came from the Bon Appetit. They had the head, you put the hand on the black paper clip and then it would clip to the top of your treat box. And so I left one of those in here. These are from retired spiderweb doilies that we had several years ago, and I'm hoarding mine like you wouldn't believe. And then another part of that drip bag, I used my Tim Holtz pocket here and cut it out of black, and then I've used it to tuck some of the things from either of the treat bags in there. Beware was also from Tim Holtz. That was the first signature, and all the signatures are pretty much the same. I said with the exception of on this one, I used a smaller designer series paper for the page here. I used the big one with the skulls. Use this one in the front and back signature. Put this one in the center signature. And then in the center of the center signature, I have this. This is cut out from one of the papers that I used in here. From off the corner. Actually, it came off the bottom of this. Came off the bottom of this. And see, this is the one where instead of having a tuck, I glued it all the way around. Silly me. And then these come out. These where I've got the tuck spot. This is part of that box. Creates a journaling spot. So that was my Can That Paper Pumpkin for this month. I've kind of combined two. I need to apologize to Linda and Paige for not getting up one last month. I totally spaced it in trying to get everything ready to go to conference. Went out the top of my head. Here's the other boo-boo that I made. I had the book upside down when I put in this pocket, so I just turned it into a tuck instead of a pocket. And I've got one on the front and one on the back, and they do the same thing. I have lots of components left, even with everything I put in here. So I'm just going to move the things that I didn't use from the Scary Kit. I'm going to move it over to my Halloween crafting stuff, my junk journal stuff. And then I think I'm going to come back and do the cute Halloween with the rest of the stuff from Frights&Delights. And use it for, I'm just going to box it up as another journal kit, and I will use it next year. Okay, tomorrow I will be back to talk about the Gingerbread and Peppermint December Daily Journal Kit class that I am doing. The classes will run here on YouTube November 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Come back tomorrow for all the details so you can get your kit items ordered and play along. In the meantime, thanks for joining me in the studio today. Please be safe if you're out with the little ones tonight or doing your own Halloween thing. And creative blessings.